a touchback. So we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. Well, the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Having gained up about a handful there. It's not there by the 4th-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
He fields this at the 18. And I love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down. All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels. All right.
1st down, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down. Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And after the play, they call for a stoppage pretty quickly here. Somebody injured down there, and it's their tight end, Dalton Schultz, in some discomfort. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
All right.
From the red zone now. Low left side, caught by Bryant. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Shotgun now, first round. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. We've set it downs for him from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. Sideline close, wheeled in by Likely. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Lamar throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Jackson yet again. Throw caught at the 6. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Complete on the option. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. return. It's Jalen Knoll. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Will finding his back. Mixon. Again, he hits the second level. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kidaway. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
First and 10 from the 32. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Henry. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is a heater going deep. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball out of the snap.
Now Jackson off the play action. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the option, here's Mixon. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Mixon's going to get this off the zone read. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Houston.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Stroud again. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
First hit on the ground. It's Woody Mars. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here we go. Tony. Hey,
Stroud looking to throw. 3rd and 2. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Dumping it off here to Mixon. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. And the shotgun to give to Mixon. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal.
And 18. What's that?
Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey! To what? Hey! Nice one. Go ahead. Wide. Get wide. Nice one.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Clock still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And put everything he's got behind it. Brought in inside the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Go right side, Dale has it. Cuts his way through a tackle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 5. And that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Forced out to his right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. One last play before the break. This is Henry on 2nd. Nice great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Half's going to begin with a mix and run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
All right. 18. Robin.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it. Speed left.
Dell now in motion right.
Why, Tony.
Zone read and hand off to Marks. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Look the hot. Buggy.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Low left side, caught by Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming here from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
First down, here's Lamar. Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, give to Hill. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Run drawn up here for Lamar. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
South.
Throwing is Stroud. Well, he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
All right.
Here's Stroud now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Brings it in at the 12. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the 42. Flying down the middle with Henry. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Handoff headed right to Henry. Makes the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Again, right side to Henry. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now lead by 10. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Ravens 35, Texans 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Let's take this at the 10. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught it.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like forceps.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Stroud. Finds him on the slant. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps himself upright. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw by Stroud. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Ow, what's right? 18, what's that? 19 Texans. Hey, uno.
Stroud with throw again on second. Oh, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they got in for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hill now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Taken in by Hill, right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Getting an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Out of the gun, Henry. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Within 24 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Cuts right. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on the stat sheet, but sometimes that helps finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work look so far. He's got room. Space on the right. He's got room. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
And okay, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Those plays are designed wrong. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Working quickly here.
Look to hot, look to hot.
Now it's Brown. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
All right.
Third and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it. He brings this one back. Touchdown Baltimore off the pick 6. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. He just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Texans 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Throwing on third down, Stroud. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down.
All right. Hey, uno more. 19 Texans. Look to hot, look to hot.
Desperation time here. This is complete to Schultz. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Again, Stroud. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Why, Tony? 18.
Here's Stroud again. No finding his back. Mixon. And they get this down to 44 before he stops. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a stunt. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. Find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
All set now. First and 10.
Look at hot.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the 24 once again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Running once more with Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.